Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Lethal Company podcast. I am joined by Ebbo, and I don't know why I started like that. That sounded really weird, didn't it?
Oh well.
Oh well. Okay, do you have the page up?
I do.
Okay, so you scroll down to setting.
Settings.
It's not too far down after you click in the lore bit. So this first episode is going to be all about the lore of Lethal Company. So we're going to talk about, hopefully it won't be too long, we're going to talk about the setting, we're going to talk about Sigurd's logs, we're going to talk about more stuff.
Yep.
We're going to talk about references, and we'll do a little trivia at the end, because there's trivia on this wiki page. So the way we do this is we pull up a wiki page, and we will talk about what we read. So we'll read a bit, and then we'll talk about it. We'll give all the information that we know about it. You ready?
Yes, I am.
You got the bit up that we're reading?
Yep.
Would you like to read that first paragraph, or would you like me to?
I guess I will.
Alright, go for it.
Lethal Company is set in a part of space called the Thistle Nebula, which may be part of the Fading Nebulae. Some or all of this part of space is politically divided into states. The year is 2532, and humanity has been a spacefaring and colonizing power for the last several hundred years. The creature flies in the bestiary suggests that many mundane species from Earth were carried across the nebula by the boat, and they later evolved at unusual rates to feed the dangerous creatures encountered in games. If there are any forms of life that originate from Earth, they're not mentioned in the games.
Are you done? That was fast.
Yep.
Alright, so anything you want to talk about with this bit?
It's strange how the year is 2532 and like we're getting logs from 1968. I don't know how that's hard to explain. That's
Yeah.
so old and yet they're still like readable.
So something I like is something I find strange is, so this is 2532, right? And we don't really have good technology, really, do we? I mean, if you look at the computer that we use in the game, you know.
Yeah, it's just like a terminal, like an Apple II. Which is surprising because it's so far in the future yet we're still using like text-based things.
Yeah. You ready to move on to the next paragraph, or you notice anything else here that you want to talk about?
Not really. Do you want to read it this time?
Yes. So the funny thing is, we're doing this about the lore, and we know hardly anything about the lore, because we don't read the logs or anything. So, that's quite fun. Okay, so it says, the accessible exomoons span several star systems, 41 experimentation, and 220 assurance are twin moons in close orbit around the gas giant Big Grin, and 21 offense. And 21 offense is an asteroid moon in the same system, splintered off from 220 assurance only several hundred years ago after being colonized. The Green Witches are 3 moons in orbit around No Service 20 Adamants, the largest and oldest, and the twin moons 56 Val and 61 March. The Witches support lush ecosystems and have several colonies which mysteriously disappeared. 85 Rend and 7 Dine both orbit white dwarf stars. 8 Titan is a frozen rocky moon of undisclosed location. 5 I cannot speak. Embryon. Sounds like Umbreon, the Pokemon. Is thought to be the testing grounds for the old birds. 68 Artifice used to be teeming with life, but is now abandoned with 200 plus year old weapons, and classified technologies scattered across various sites on the surface. So this one's really just talking about the moons, of like the lore of the moons.
I did notice one thing though.
Yeah.
Where System 8.1 is a frozen moon of undisclosed location, I'm pretty sure it's not in the moon of Saturn. So I know it isn't like a match or anything to the real world. It's just,
Yeah. So there's like, so one thing I noticed, the green witches, 3 moons in orbit around no service 20 advents, the largest and the oldest. What could that mean? The green witches. Do you think that's just like a fun name for them, or do you think there's some deeper meaning for that we'll find out a little bit later on?
possibly some deeper meaning, I'm not sure.
It seems quite unnecessary to have a name like that and then not have a meaning behind it.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, the colour green is like everywhere in this company. Like, the terminal to literally, I don't know what I was gonna say, but yeah.
Yeah. Also, if there's stuff we've missed out in this episode, please leave it in the comments. Also, if you know anything about the green witches that we won't discover in this, do let us know. Okay, you want to read the next bit?
Yeah. Yep. Employees of the company bring Scrapper City on Gordion, an ocean-covered moon where there's not inside. The company primarily communicates to its sound machines through speakers using a fake voice, and it outscores its phone communications through across the solar system. Behind the wall of the company building is a short-tempered tentacle monstrosity, been part of the game community has taken to calling Jeb. Sigurd's log
Sigurd's.
tell of a legendary golden planet,
I think it's Sigurd's.
that supposedly hit a meteor. Mysterious tormented screams whom Sigurd believed to be inside the company building said the golden planet was real, that it was swallowed up by the beast, and that they were inside it. Company equipment is largely supplied by Howden Electronics and Power Co.
You want to read that extra sentence at the bottom there? It's just a little short one.
The name
Sorry.
of the company cruiser is also was trademarked by Howden Electronics, revealing the company's name.
So going back to what I said about the technology there, I kind of take that back a little bit, because it says it outsources its phone communication to a team across the solar system. So they are communicating across the solar system, pretty much. I think that's what it's saying there. So that's quite cool.
Yeah, that's quite cool.
And the golden planet, that sounds cool. Wonder if we'll ever figure something out about that, hey?
Yeah, and also the fake voice, I think we all know who that is. We got it goes, great asset, great asset, the guy who sings.
Yeah. Also, I think, you know when it says, like, your work keeps the company happy and stuff? There's that. That's a different type of voice, though. A little bit.
Yeah. And then also the short technical monstrosity, we all know who that is.
Yes. Don't spam the bell, we all know that.
Yep, otherwise you die.
So, all we know about the golden planet is that it was supposedly hit by a meteor, or it hit a meteor. Mysterious tormented screams, whom Sigurd believed to be inside the company building, said the golden planet was real, that it was swallowed up by the beast, and that they were inside it. So that sounds terrifying.
Yep,
Feel bad for those people. Anything else?
Not really, but we know the company's name now, Howden Electronics.
Oh yeah, I didn't notice that for some reason. Yeah, I like how this is pretty up to date wiki, because it's got the company cruiser, which is relatively new, and it also has the kidnapper fox, which I'm seeing on the left side of the screen. I don't know if you're seeing the same as me. The kidnapper fox is there.
I think so.
Okay, so here we're moving on to Sigurd's logs, which, well, lots of lore.
A lot of law.
Lots of lore. So, just quickly, if you look just below where the Sigurd's logs bit, do you see like the first log?
yeah. Hello, I'm writing this log to keep myself sane.
Yeah, so some of those aren't accurate to what they are in the game because that's what people have typed, and you can actually just edit those yourself. So we will scroll down after we read the Sigurd's log bit. There'll be actual pictures of the screens that have the Sigurd's logs that we will read instead, just so we're reading the original stuff. Okay, so this next bit for Sigurd's logs says there are some hints to lore scattered throughout the game, largely in the form of log entries by a former employee called Sigurd. I really hope I'm saying that right. It doesn't sound right, but also it sounds right at the same time. But Sigurd's logs are accessible at the ship's terminal after discovering and collecting data chips from moons. An employee can access the list of entries by keying in the word Sigurd. This code can be found on the sticky note in the ship. Sigurd's logs are full of typos, presumably due to the keyboard not being particularly comfortable to use with the suits. Whilst logs written by other crew members lack these, it is visible, however, that the frequency of these typos decreases on the later logs, so that must be where the technology is getting better, or his suit is getting more comfortable. Or it could even mean that maybe he's losing sanity, maybe, or he's... I don't know what I'm trying to say here.
Possibly.
You know what I mean? Like he's
Yeah, I would have thought if he's losing sanity, he would have made more typos.
yeah, but yeah, I know what I'm trying to say. I just can't say it for some reason. Like maybe from like where he's been in the company so much, he's actually like possibly he could be possibly losing limbs or something, or the technology could be getting better. Although I feel like losing limbs would make more typos. You know, I feel like that's something that would happen more. So we know that the typos are presumably, due to the keyboard not being comfortable to use with the suits. And there's not really much to it, it's just kind of telling you what the logs are. So you want to hop straight into the first log?
Yep, read the first log.
So if you scroll down all of these, these written ones, if you scroll down long enough, you'll reach the gallery. It takes a minute, but you'll reach the gallery. That's what we're going to be reading instead.
Gallery. Oh, yep, found it.
So if you just click on the first log. So this is the first log, August 22nd, 1968. There you go.
Right.
Lots of reading.
Hello. I'm writing this log to keep myself sane. I couldn't find a way to do the most basic things on this old janky fuck computer, so I had Desmond add it in the log feature. Till now, I've just been adding my own notes to the bestiary, whatever I know. My professor said I should keep a journal, so I'm doing what I can. I'm writing it in an emotional manner, as his logs will become a historical record, as they'll probably be every year, just as long as there isn't a clean white, as it said. If you're reading it in the future, you are probably from another crew. Turnover rate is enormous, maybe because the job sucks and everyone turns in dead. Maybe I can use some help when I have some experience. And log. Oh, and I named the Sigurd, Richard, Desmond, and Jess.
Okay, so right here we get quite a few names of the crew. So Richard, Desmond, Jess, and Sigurd. Of course, Sigurd, who is writing the logs.
Yep.
And he's basically just saying what's happening and what he's been doing to keep himself sane, which is writing the logs, adding to the bestiary. He thinks that hopefully the logs would become a historical record, as they will probably be here for years, he says, just as long as there isn't a clean wipe. So I wonder if that's when you fail, and you know when all the stuff gets thrown out of the ship.
Yeah.
That could be what he's referring to there. I feel like that could be something.
Possibly.
So if do you see at the bottom of the image? You see like the black bit at the bottom? Yeah, if you just hover over there, you'll find the next picture, which is the one to the right of the one that we're on. So this is the second one. This is Smells Here, August 24th, 1968. So 2 days later. I shall read this one.
Okay.
So he says, "Gosh, this suit is squeezing me like I'm a gosh damn mummy. I'm a grown man. Give it some space between the legs. It's killing me. I'm dying. I hope you're happy, Dad. I finally got a job. Screw you. Everyone here smells, especially Rich," which I assume is Richard. "I'm going to throw him in the lake." Oh. "I don't care what it's made of. I love being on camera duty." Oh, I forgot the date it's August 24, 1968. This keyboard has DSADJILFASQT ... Is that semicolon? "Today we found a couple frying pans and a big nail. Worth almost nothing. What is the company even using it for?"
Yeah, I don't know. Good question.
That last bit's pretty big, hey. What are they using it for? You know?
Yeah, I
He's
was
starting to
wondering.
question his job a bit, which is something cool to see. He's mostly complaining about the suit, and it seems like he might be going a bit crazy, saying that he wants to throw Richard in the lake, not caring what is made of it. A lot of typo. There's a very big typo. And he's kind of just complaining about everything, really. The suit,
Yeah.
his dad, his whole crew. He thinks they'll smell. Fair enough. There's probably no showers or deodorants. But if he realised, he could go to the shop and buy a shower. So there's something fun.
Yes, I was thinking as well.
Anything you want to say about this one?
No, it's gonna be a good one.
Okay, I'll let you read the next one.
Right.
Oh, this is a big one. So, I can just quickly. This is Swing of Things, August 27th, 1968. Go.
Oh my god. Sorry.
It's alright.
Right. We got in the swing of things the past few days. That's what Rich keeps saying. He smells like a rancid tuna can. Worst summer camp I've ever been on. The date is August 27th, 1968. We make sure someone always has a shovel for bashing anything that moves, and we always put someone on camera duty so they can open these big security doors with letters and numbers. Ask Desmond, the wizard, how that works. I think he
The wizard.
type that in. How can he read that?
It's a typo.
Type that in the code that's on the door. We sold some goods to the company today at 70% value. I got my nerves killed listening.
Okay, just quickly. Just don't say that word.
The freaking psychotic sound behind the counter. No one gave any dot. Can't ignore that. My flashlight didn't even go back there. The name just went dark.
Okay. So, seems like he's really getting annoyed with the company and very, very concerned about the psychotic sounds behind the counter, which we all know is probably just Jeb. He's just hanging about, being Jeb, you know. My mic keeps it being annoying. So actually, I didn't know the game swore.
Yeah, me neither. I nearly just fell for that.
Yeah, you almost said it. Luckily you didn't say it, but yeah. I think you guys can work out where it was. So, saying that he's getting a really big hatred towards Richard, saying that he smells like a rancid tuna can. Worst summer camp he's ever been on. So he's referring to this as a summer camp? Or is that what... Maybe the reason why he's there is because he got tricked thinking it was a summer camp. Although he's an adult, so... Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind. So yeah, the only big thing really is the sounds behind the counter, really.
Yeah.
He's saying that he can't ignore it. His flashlight didn't even go back there. The beam just went dark. I wonder what that could mean. That's really confusing. The beam just went dark. Maybe his phone just... His phone died. His flashlight died.
Yep.
I wonder what he means by it didn't even go back there. The flashlight didn't even go back there. I don't know what that means. That's confusing. Ready to move on?
Yep.
Okay.
August unknown 1968.
Oh wow, this is a big one. So this one is Golden Planet. So this, hopefully we'll get some more stuff about the Golden Planet, as we discovered some stuff earlier. Weren't a lot though. So this is August question mark. Dun, 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 dun. Okay.
Between 27th to 31st.
Was it the 27th? Oh yeah, 27th. Okay, so I talked of a voice on the walkie-talkie. I talked to a voice. There's a typo. It's confusing. I talked to a voice on the walkie-talkie. It was like a part of the screams. He told me the Golden Planet actually existed. It's not a legend. And he told me it didn't just hit a meteor. He said the planet was swallowed up by the beast. The beast? Wow. The beast. And they were in its body being digested. I asked what the beast is, and he said he didn't know. He said it ate the planet, and then they forgot everything. I couldn't get him to stop talking, but I said he was on the other side of a big wall, and I could get him out. I said he was inside the building, and that's when he started freaking out. I couldn't make out a word. I think he said something about spitting out the rinds. So I just turned it off. What a whack. Jess says the Golden Planet is just a story. I said I know, I'm not an idiot. Well, she said I should quit. And she quits if I do. So she's staying. Okay, so that's pretty big actually.
Yeah.
The voices behind the walls. Wait, actually I think that's a bit later on. So yeah, this is all really about the Golden Planet. So we know that the beast ate it. The beast, which we know is Jeb.
Jeb underscore.
So you know what would be crazy? If in the game, if you turned on your walkie-talkie near the wall, you could hear voices. That would be crazy.
That would actually be pretty good.
It'd be terrifying. Absolutely horrifying, because they'd be like, ah! But at the same time, it'd be pretty cool. Anything you notice in this?
Not anything really appealing.
Also, I just want to say, guys, please comment down below if we've missed anything, or if we're being idiots and there is actually some deeper meaning that we haven't noticed behind some of these logs. Did I? Whoops. But it's true. Okay, ready to move on to the next one?
Yep, this is...
Shady. August 31st. August 31st.
Date is August 31st, 1968. I got camera duty again. Hang on a minute. Again, I hate walking on the screen anyway. I had joked to me, it just started raining. I'm just sitting, can't see these many beds for that. I've been thinking a lot. I think it's always shady. If you're reading this, you probably got in the same as me. The pay is good, the contract only lasts a season. They ran you through their assessment exam on the phone with a weird voice. You signed the contract on the shuttle with the rest of your crew. The whole time you didn't talk to anyone. The shuttle was autopiloted. I had the worst dreams. I think I just want to go back home.
You missed a bit.
But I'm not gonna call. Did I?
Yep, so, the bit where you said I've had the worst dream, just above that there's a line that you missed after autopiloted. Sorry.
I think the voice in the phone was fake. I've had the worst dreams. I I think I want to go back home. I'm not going to call home crying and scratching on Dad's front door. That's not his son, that's not Sigurd.
That's... So he went from hating his dad to, saying that, you know, he's not a wuss. He wants to go home. Honestly, though, I would want to go home as well. I would not want to be here. Not job.
Very weird job.
Just saying. If I was transported into the last game I played, I'd be put into People Playground.
Oh god, you just get...
Would I be the controller or a human?
I don't know.
We're going a bit off track here. So, this is really just...
I played was Risk.
So I think this is really just a little bit more complaining and then telling the people that are reading it, you know, that what happened, which they should already know unless they've completely forgotten what happened. Anything else you want to add onto that?
Not really, I think you said most about it. Time 4.
Sound Behind the Wall, September 4th. I love how we say that perfectly in sync every single time. I got woken up early this morning because we were going to the company building to sell our useless garbage. The rate was 120%, which Desmond says is rare, and he didn't want to miss it.
20%?
Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing. He's been watching it like the stupid stocks. It still sucks here. Rich still smells like a piece of poop. I can barely sleep.
Yeah.
I heard the worst sound behind the wall of the company building. It sounded like crying red faces, all churned up and swept away by concrete, like the pestle and bowl my mum crushes up her seeds and spices in. I still hear it. It's a nightmare. No one else heard it. They don't know what to do. Jess thinks I'm homesick. No, I'm sick of this cheap suit. And then he says the date is September 4th, 1968. And he's sick of the cheap suit. Okay, so we got some stuff about the sound behind the wall. Those suits seem pretty high quality.
Quite like expensive. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, they seem quite high quality.
Yeah.
So he's complaining about Rich still. It seems like he really doesn't like Richard.
Alright.
Desmond seems like the person who like picks the moons and stuff. Judging by that was random. But yeah. So he's really upset that no one else heard the screaming, which, you know, that could mean that maybe it was all in his head. But we don't know. Anything you're gonna say?
No.
Okay.
This one is bit low. Goodbye. Oh.
Oh dear. Oh, I just read the first line.
That is very good.
This is September 7th, 1968. Oh, there. Okay, just to let you know.
We left behind Rich.
Please don't slip up on that word. I see a word. Fourth line. About the middle.
Oh, alright. Right. We left behind Rich. We just had a 1 minute check and then we could be done for the day. So, I couldn't get the door open and then I looked and Rich wasn't there. It was the freaking wrinkly skin flower head that man walks with his legs. It turned his neck. I heard that it cracked but he wasn't there. I wanted to find Rich even if he was dead, but they're cowards. Their faces are blank with idiots. There's nothing moving in their stupid skulls. All I wanted to do was leave. They were going to leave me too. We all hated Rich, but we didn't want this. This isn't worth it. It's just not worth it. Got all stop and nothing. It's not worth it. What does the company even want it for? The date that we last saw Rich is September 7th, 1968.
So he's not happy about the pair of scissors and a box full of stamps and bundle of cords to sell for nothing.
Yeah,
They left Rich!
There's just 1 room left and you die in the game. That's just
How do they know there's only one room left though? Those corridors are like mazes. It's hard to tell where you've been and where you haven't been. So apparently they all hated Richard, which, poor guy.
That's very nice.
But we don't really know too much about him other than he smells like poop. So, yeah, this was mostly just kind of complaining. I feel like this could have been the first death. It's the first death that's been talked about.
There's probably some good plays if they haven't died since the start of the logs.
It seems like he really doesn't like his teammates, calling them stupid, idiots, saying there's nothing moving in their skulls. So he's not the nicest person. At first he seemed nice, but now we're starting to see his true colours, really.
Yep.
You ready to move on to the next one?
Yep, the next one is...
Screams. Oh.
September 13th.
Date, September 13th, 1968. For some reason I was the one who had to call the company number to report the accident. Okay, so this is new. Company number. They were too scared to do it. It was the same fake voice I remember from the interview on the phone at home and the stupid trading videos. But it heard what I said, I think. Because it said they would contact the family and find a replacement and something else. It talked so fast. I learned you can hear the screams all the time in the walkie-talkie when you're at the wall of the company building. They didn't believe me. Well, now they do. It sounds just like when I heard it a couple of weeks ago. They want to quit. I said I'm not a coward. I just got this job. So they're starting to believe him. And they had an accident. And if they did hear him, which he thinks they did, they are going to contact the family and find a replacement. So this could mean that they could be killing Sigurd and replacing him with someone else from the family. But funny thing is though, it's specifically his family. They're not going to grab some random person. They want his family, which means that they could be targeting certain families that they might have grudges against, maybe, or something. It's quite unusual, because I feel like if you were being replaced, you wouldn't be replaced with someone from your family. You'd be replaced with just like really anyone who can fit what you were doing. So that's quite unusual and concerning. And the screams, that's even more concerning and unusual. So I wonder if what the screams are hearing are the past employees that were eaten by Jeb when they failed to either like failed to give quota, or maybe they pressed the bell too many times, which is why you should never ever press the bell too many times. Learned from experience.
We'll learn it the hard way.
Yep, we figured that one out, the difficult one. Anything you want to add on to that?
No, we have time for the next vlog, which is idea September 18th.
Go for it.
Date September 18th, 1968. The past weekend, it feels like Desmond and Jess woke up. We're supposed to get our fourth member of the crew in a few days. We aren't taking any risks anymore. We don't get as much, but it feels safer, and I've gotten better sleep. But it's still arse. Can I say that?
I'll allow it this once. I can always bleep it out if I need to. If I remember the timestamp, about 34 minutes.
I can smell Rich. I can still smell Rich. I swear to God, she smelled that bad. I was talking about how the voice on the phone sounded fake. Then Desmond forgot his weird idea. He's the wizard and all, so he thinks there's a way to use the phone call I made for the company number to find out where the voice comes from. I don't know why he had wanted to do that, but he seemed serious. He's been using the terminal a lot.
Okay, so something pretty big here. is Richard is completely dead. So he hasn't come back like we do when we die. He's gone.
And he's a very stinky boy because he can still smell, apparently.
And we've got a lot to talk about Desmond being a wizard, which maybe could just be a fun little nickname. Maybe he's good with the computer and stuff. But this is pretty big, being able to track where the voices are coming from. So, yeah, that's pretty good. Anything you want to say? Anything you want to add on to that?
Nope, next one is...
Nonsense. September 27th.
27th.
Okay.
Go for it.
September 27th, 1968. Desmond wants me to write down what we figured out and keep my nonsense to a minimum. So I'm going to put so much of my nonsense. Screw him. The new crew member is named Lucas. Oh, we got a new crew member. So that's replacing Richard, I assume.
Ooh.
And he is so confused and scared all the time. What a baby. At least he... It's September and these suits don't take it well. Okay, so Desmond traced the call. Okay, that's pretty big. And found out there's a group of people somewhere else that pretends to call us from the company building. They are across the whole solar system. Why would they be so far away? Desmond says he doesn't know, but I think... What if there really is a big monster in the company building, like the voice told me on the walkie-talkie? They trapped it, and we feed it to keep it tame. I just wanted a stupid job.
I'm guessing that's the hoarding bug.
Huh?
Is that a hoarding bug?
What do you mean?
It says here, and we feed it to keep it tame.
No, they're talking about Jeb.
Oh.
Because the line, it says, what if there really is a big monster in the company building, like the voice told me on the walkie-talkie? They trapped it, and we feed it to keep it tame.
I mean, if Jeb was a thing, wouldn't you say there's a battle hoarding bug though?
Yeah. So, actually, I feel like, I don't know why it took him so long to figure that out, that they're feeding Jeb to keep him tame. Maybe the people who are talking to him on the phone, right? Here's a big theory. What if they are scared of Jeb and they are demanding that they feed Jeb, the crew, like Sigurd and stuff. They're demanding that they feed Jeb to stop him from breaking out of the wall and possibly going across the solar system to the people that are running the company, the people that possibly trapped him. And they're terrified that if he escapes, then they'll get killed. That's a pretty big theory for you.
Yeah, there you go.
And you know what else it is?
Phoenix theory.
A game theory.
Right. Next one is hiding September 30th.
We only have a few more. Is it my turn?
No, it's mine.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. You had
Oh yeah, no, I got it.
Right. September 30th, 1968. I keep having bad dreams about the company building where the company breaks out of that giant concrete wall.
Oh.
I don't know if it looks like anything. I just think it's really big and fast. We can't figure out a way to know if the voices on the phone are real. Desmond says it's too far away. I asked him if he could take control of the autopilot, and he said I'm crazy and that could kill us. Yes, I'm crazy, Desmond. I think people would know that. He says we'd have to get our own private flight to go to the coordinates, and who knows what could actually be there. Because what if it's nothing? I started wondering how I can't remember how we really got here. So I just remember little things like the shuttle flight to the building where we signed our contracts, but I don't remember getting on the shuttle. I don't even remember saying bye to Dad. In my dreams, it feels like the company isn't... the bomb wasn't in my way. Oh. Oh, never mind. I thought I was more to read. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, I was thinking. I feel like there should have been like a little bit of scrolling down to do.
Yeah.
Because it just says, in my dream, it feels like the company isn't. So. Or maybe that is it. Maybe that's the only important bit, maybe. Who knows. So I just went onto the other pictures to see if it carried on one of them. But no. Okay, so. A few things. They have talked about overriding the autopilot, which I can see why that could get them killed if the company finds out. The fact that he can't remember leaving is concerning. Which, something I would have preferred if, I know this kind of keeps it a surprise, the way they've done it, but if he had said how he got there on the first log, you know, like, the shuttle, his experience getting there, but this is really one of the first parts of him actually talking about, like, signing the contract and stuff. The dream of the company breaking out of the concrete wall, that's something. Yeah, there's actually a lot to take in with this one. So I wonder if maybe he's starting to go really crazy. I mean, he even admits that he's crazy. Says, yes, I am crazy, Desmond. So maybe he is starting to go really insane to the point where he's having memory loss, which is pretty big. Just one quick thing, actually, that I want to say involving the company building. If you go underground and do a bit of parkouring, you can actually reach a spot where there's like a drill type thing, I think. And it has slots that are the same as the apparatus. You know where you pull the apparatus from?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it has slots like that. And people actually believe that what's going on is at some point we will be able to put apparatuses in the drill and possibly drill through the concrete wall. Or that maybe when we're reading more of these logs, we'll actually find something out about the drill. Maybe they were building it and they just never got it finished because the company suspected what they were doing and killed them. You know?
Yeah.
That's a pretty big theory. Anything you want to say?
Another Phoenix series.
A game theory.
Alright, well, next log is Real Job.
October 1st.
October 1st.
Date, October 1st,
Go ahead.
1968. We're out of snacks and lemonade packets again. Oh, come on, not the snacks and lemonade packets. 1 second. I'm back, sorry about that. Okay, so where did I get up to? The lemonade packets again. So, Desmond thinks stun grenades are more beneficial. Well, if he puts off ordering my stuff for another day, I'm going to take a poop on the control lever and ask him what he thinks about his stun grenades then. Desmond, don't read this. I know I'm not the wizard, but I guess I'm the computer guy again today. Every time I go outside on Val, they say I get pale like I'm dead, so they put me on screen duty. They think I got soft or something. Lucas is the scared one. Good luck keeping him from losing his freaking mind. I could stroll out at night like it's my backyard. It's just that I saw Richard on a hill. He was over on the other side of the river. But that was 3 days ago. I'm not scared. It's just getting cold outside. I think they just want me to have screen duty every day and they'll get an excuse. Okay. So I feel like this one's more just kind of general talk. You know, it's getting.
Taking a poo poo on the control lever.
Yep, but we all know that he doesn't actually say poo poo. If you've read the logs. If you've read the logs. So still complaining about Lucas being the scared one a lot. Pretty big thing with Richard on the hill. The being pale on Val is another thing. Maybe it's the cold. Who knows? Although I do think stun grenades are pretty beneficial. I mean, others may not believe, others may not believe so, but I do.
Yeah, I don't really use them a lot in the game. Maybe I should.
Anything you want to say here?
No, guess we want to say final log.
The final log. Then we can end this 45-minute long podcast.
Oh jeez.
Yep.
Alright, Desmond, October 15th.
It's gonna be episode 1.
1968.
Such lore.
I'm
Sorry.
encrypting these logs to keep them hidden, and so fear the system will be wiped if they're found. It's all guys. Disguise?
It could be disguise.
I think it's all just a transaction, but our real job is keeping an incredible terror fed. How intelligent swarm within, but its hunger is insatiable. God knows, maybe it has to do with all these desolate moons. Whoever reads this, I'm sorry to burden you with all this. Please have a good day and night, so as what else is there for us to do? And that's the end of our final log.
Okay. Well, I don't really know what to say about that one, to be honest. It's kind of just general talk. He's concerned about the logs being found.
I wonder where he actually saved them.
Well, we know that they're hidden all around the game. So.
Oh yeah, and like what little VHS tape or something.
And then, I will say one thing. I don't see a VHS slot in the computer terminal, so maybe it's Bluetooth. Maybe back in 1968 they had Bluetooth. you never know. You never know.
Bluetooth.
Well,
Maybe he did, but okay.
anything you want to say about this one?
Maybe something like happened to Desmond. I'm not sure.
It's quite concerning that it's just kind of titled Desmond.
Yeah, and then all the logs just stop, which is strange.
Well, hopefully there'll be some more added. If you click off the images, there'll be just underneath the Desmond one, there'll be references. We'll have a quick read through of that, and then probably be a good time to end the podcast. I'm dreading putting the background music on this one, but Lethal Company Complete Lore by Number 1, Bunker Spider Creature File. Number 2, logging into the terminal on day 0 as you are hired will reveal the date, time as Tuesday the 3rd. Is it date, month, year, or month, date, day, year?
I'm just gonna say it's probably month, day, year.
Oh wait, it says right there, July. So yeah, that's.
Yeah, I was right.
So.
Oh wait, no.
Day, month, year.
I know you were right.
Yeah, that'd be day, month, year. July 3rd. So it is July 3rd, 2532 at 8:03, which in the RFC 2822 date format, this means it's Tuesday, July 3rd, 2532. Number 3, log nonsense September 27th, 1968. 4, log Golden Planet, August, question mark, 1968. 5, BGIG, a System Act Ally, copyright, 2084 to 2108, Haldron Electronics Inc. There we go. Terminal styles start up to the game. The clipboard also references to Haldron Electronics. So that's basically telling you, like, you know, the references and stuff. The bunker spider. The bunker spider we will get to. Do you want to do entities in the next one, or would you like to do something else in the next one?
I guess we can do entities in the next one.
You want to do a bit of trivia before we end? A little bit of fun.
Sure.
Okay. Looking into the terminal on day 0 as you were hired will reveal the date time as Tuesday the 3rd of July 2532, which in RFC, this isn't really trivia. This is just telling me what I just read.
It's just the same thing.
Oh, wait. The day of the week is incorrect because following standard time projection, the day would actually be Thursday, Tuesday being the 1st of July. Sigurd would need to be at least 192 years old to edit both the Vainstrud and the Maneater logs.
Very interesting.
It's not really trivia. Trivia is like questions, isn't it? Maybe there's different types of trivia. There's a comment on the wiki saying, I didn't know the logs had profanity. Me neither. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Lethal Company podcast, episode 1, but all about the lore. And if you did enjoy, make sure to listen to part 2 when it comes out. If you did enjoy, make sure to like, subscribe.
Like and subscribe to Phoenix Gaming.
Like and subscribe, and I will feed my cat. I'm kidding. She's fed. She's fine. Don't question it.
Good.
Don't you question it. Anyway, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching or listening. I keep saying watching. I'm new to the podcasting. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye.